10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
Yeah, we see Vladdy's hurt.
Brown wants to pass. Got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop it for no gain. So it'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from a week ago. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back, they wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating for them, right? Going 3 and out, setting the tone like that, now already having to depend on your defense. Hopefully this defense is strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Ooh, ooh.
Good quickness to grab it.
Yeah, that's my ball. What the fuck?
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
It's really early.
Should have been a pick 6. Fuck.
4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly, but 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt, just let the game play out, trust your defense a little bit.
Great place to start for this offense. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Working that left side now. Bulldozes his way through. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody
Let's go, Deuce.
I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness, they got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Alright, we'll take that.
Ready for the extra point after the first
Hey,
score
what
of the
the...
game.
Oh my god, that wind is crazy. Why is it 25 miles an hour wind?
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. Got him for the
You might want to punt the ball.
turning up the intensity.
You might want to punt the ball.
Accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody.
Wait just a second. They're leaving
was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started.
Hey, why?
Already a solid
The
start
clock is
to this
always
one.
so
Now back
low
to
in the
work
first
with this
play.
7-0 lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run inside. It's Cobb. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeps it on the option. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke and he stopped for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. If he's going to run the football, they were dialed in and got that sucker in there.
On the run, it's Cobb. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rill will check in on his condition. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the 1st down and to keep this drive moving.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He'll take it himself.
Alright.
Kept it and he's past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Running inside. It's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and
Bro,
trying to
50
get to the
bucks
point
for
where
a
they can
fucking
get to the
checked bag
playoffs
on
and
Air
be a
Canada.
national champion.
Airlines are such a
They're
scam
in
now,
the
bro.
mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters.
What?
A lot of times good things happen.
Yeah, I've had flights canceled before.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got a little grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Yeah, I was,
On first down, and you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I was stuck in Kelowna, last summer for another, like, half day. 'Cause I was on the plane, and then, like, they said that some shit was broken with the plane, so they sent us home.
Makes the catch. It's Gill. He's really close to that first
So
down
what the fuck is...
marker, but they stop
Bro, I can't even, like, change my seat. I'm stuck in the middle, like, without having to pay another 50 bucks.
He's reading the coverage and he's getting
So
an idea
stupid,
of where
bro.
he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some
I
things
gotta get my
going,
credit card.
but I think it's
Fucking
a
pay for
decision
this
time
shit.
this offense. And this team's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there.
And now I'm gonna fucking lose my game because I'm trying to check in for this flight.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Send the tight end in motion.
How is it?
They're on inside. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the left side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw it again. They're setting up the screen.
Get him, bro.
9 15-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end.
We got there.
Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers, and I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Yeah, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Lacey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air on 1st down. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been
Look at these pancakes. Holy shit.
He's loose. The 40. The 30. Bust through behind his pad. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Trying to run, it's Cobb. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go.
Hey,
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
hey, you always remember your first, Jordan. You always remember it.
Brown wants to pass. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the go.
Yep. That's the key.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over and knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the point?
What do you mean tomorrow? I guess it's not. It's not tomorrow yet. No, I'm still in the 2nd quarter. It's kind of long quarters, I can't lie.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I'm winning though, I just don't know how long this is going to be.
Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Lacey. There's a crease. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running.
What new unis do we got?
You're looking behind you. You're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him.
Let's get some Chelsea unis.
Huge touchdown run.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
I don't talk about it. Vladdy's finally hurt. Honestly, he can go fuck off.
And Auburn is
I didn't ask about the Cubs. They suck too.
They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for
Yeah,
them to
and
get
they're
back
still
to
not coming out of the end now, so
they need
big
the
deal.
quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks.
Not beating the Phillies, not beating the Brewers, the Dodgers, the Braves.
Doubt it, because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense
Bro, the Brewers own you guys.
pretty dang quickly.
Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route.
Hey, you got to talk about that one at work too. The highs and the lows.
He's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
From the gun, the ground game. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Right down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the
Oh,
outcome.
come on.
No big
Hold the
deal.
block.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so
Tanaka.
so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Off the play fake. With the
Oh my god, I ran his route for him.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Bless you.
Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
Hey, he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout.
So fucking ass, bro.
Touchdown, Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He wants to throw it. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
All right.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the North
Love it. My
Carolina
whole fantasy team just got hurt in the last like 3 days.
In one of those old school fight in a phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break
Bro,
out
we're playing
offensively, but it feels like
8-minute quarters.
come away today with a signature win.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
No wonder people are dropping 70.
That running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
Bro, I'm gonna be that guy, bro. I don't care. I'm trying to get out of this game.
We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question.
Alright, I'm chewing clock, so I should be there in like 15 minutes or so.
I gotta physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Could be an alley. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Using his legs, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Lacey. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on. When that receiver to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and the guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little screen to the running back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pressure coming. The throw. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now is 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tigers! He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll line up to go for 2. Brown wants to pass. Trying to set up the screen. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy.
No, they're not letting me chew clock. I got paged in chat when I was trying to chew clock. Yeah, they said I could score 80, but I'm not allowed to chew clock. So I'm in the third still, man. It's 8-minute quarters. Once I get to the fourth, I'll chew. Yeah.
First play of the drive wants to throw. Snakes it over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Oh my God.
Now on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws it deep.
Alright, bro. I can't even swat anymore.
First down. Breaks into the open.
That's fine. I can get the ball back at my own 20.
Defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes it. Catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. You guys are the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And they're able to shove him to the
Fuck Messi, bro.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
All right, fourth quarter starting.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started.
Bro, what the fuck?
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not
4 minutes left. I got ball.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big time down and distances, this team
Alright,
has been
bro,
able to
like...
step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating
play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Makes the catch and he's free. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone.
Ow.
That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
How much time is left in your game?
On first and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Hey.
There was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That linebacker shot through the hole so fast and timed up that snap count perfectly, getting the big hit on the running back for the tackle for loss.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Gets the back moving. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.